going on, guys? This is Iulia Tudor with your personal development for today. And today I want to touch on the topic of how to define situations appropriately. You know, sometimes something might happen to you that you might consider bad. Someone might treat you a certain way, or an event will happen that will throw you off track. And the important thing is that when we label these situations as bad, that's a thought. It's a reality that we're creating in our mind. And it's important to realize that, because sometimes bad things happen to us, but they actually serve a purpose in the future. And they might serve a really valuable purpose, right? And we can't predict the future, but we can create the future by creating a definition to the present reality, right? So I was listening to these audios, and I really wanted to share this story with you. It's about a man in China that had a son, and there was a big war happening at the time, and he really wanted his son to live a long, happy life and not get involved in the political violence. So he made this prayer, and a couple days after, what happened is that his son actually fell off a horse and broke his leg. Now, most people would look at this like, wow, that's a terrible thing that happened. And his reply was like, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Time will tell, right? And sure enough, what ended up happening is that the soldiers came to the town a couple days later, and they started collecting or recruiting all the sons of the families, but they couldn't take his son away because he had a broken leg, right? So that situation seemed super negative, but it actually saved his life, right? So there's things that happen to us when things happen to us that seem negative. Get excited, because all that really means is that the universe is answering your call, right? You put an intention. So it's important to not feel bad when bad things are happening, because sometimes things have to break apart. You have to break apart the old things that are happening in your life in order for you to get what you really want, right? Sometimes you got to go through a breakdown to have a true breakthrough and achieve the levels that you want. Right? I mean, if you've seen my story, like my house burned down, we lost everything, right? But out of that, we started a family business. I started a stronger path on my own entrepreneurship. I gained a lot of insight, became closer to my family. It was valuable. It was extremely valuable. And I think success comes out of adversity. So whatever, if you're going through something, you say you want to get a higher paying job, and then you get fired the next day, or you want a really good quality relationship and then you get dumped, right? Well, you have to realize that you should get excited, because what that means is it's putting you on the path of where you really want to be, and you get to define what that situation is. And by this definition, you're actually recreating the reality. You're recreating the future that you want to live in, right? But if we start going into that negativity and start doubting the situation that we're in, and we sulk over it, then your future won't be very bright. So just realize that you have that power of creating meaning and defining the situation in a way that will serve you to have a better future. So thanks so much for tuning in at iuliatudor.com, and we'll catch you next time. Ciao for now.